What's up, guys? Today we have another very special video. Today we're going to be going over my top 5 stock picks for the year 2025. A lot of my picks did very well last year, and then I really strongly believe that a lot of these stocks are going to do well this year. I don't want to waste any more time. I want to go ahead and get into this. And first, we're going to be starting with our honorable mentions. Looking at Hood here, I couldn't make this video without throwing Hood in there. While I do think it might be getting a little stretched out, I still think that the market will take this stock to $93, giving us roughly a 161% return from where I initially bought, but an 85% return from where we are today. So still a really good return coming in 2025, and I fully expect that out of Robinhood. Next, we have Oklo. This is also going to be an honorable mention. I love Oklo to continue to keep moving up to $54. The only issue I have is we don't know how far nuclear could go. Now, Oklo could easily see the $76 price target by the end of the year. And I'll just be happy that I put this in the video, but I wish I would have put it in the full length video. But we could see 80% still, and this stock is already up 90% year to date. A lot of our premium members have been holding this stock, including myself. I have over 150 shares at an average price of $28, I believe. So we are seeing a great return. Got to pick up some more of those shares earlier in the week on that dip. But I do expect Oklo to, at bare minimum, hit this $54 price target. And with the way it's moving, it looks like that's going to happen pretty quickly. But that is really going to be it for Oklo. And now we are moving into our top 5 stock picks for the 2025 year. These are in no particular order because I am bullish on all of these stocks. All of these stocks will go up, but I will tell you guys that our last 2 stocks are going to be my highest confident trades here. So starting this video off, we are going to have AMD. Now everyone knows AMD, and everyone knows AMD has been getting killed recently. But looking at the chart, it is actually a very healthy chart, and I expect AMD to continue moving higher sometime soon. Now, where is this going to be? We have a few price targets that we expect to have a reversal at. Looking right here, we can expect to bounce off of this orange line here to maybe keep these parallels in play to kind of form a channel and continue moving higher. We can do something like this. Oh shoot, now I got it all messed up. If we draw our lines up here, we can actually see that there is a channel starting to form, so that could be really bullish for us. And I expect this turnaround to come sooner rather than later. I think this move is kind of exaggerated, and I think it's time to start moving back up. Another catalyst for this would be our 50 EMA coming in touch. In times past, you can see right around here, we barely dipped below the 50 EMA and then absolutely exploded out of that. So we could 100% do that again here. Maybe we dip below and then move up. And maybe we even come all the way down and follow this bottom trend line where I'll highlight in teal. But nonetheless, let's talk about price targets. It can get pretty crazy for AMD here with your Fibonacci extensions and retracements. Taking a look from where we are expected to bounce, we'll drag this over. I got this locked here. We'll go ahead and drag this over to where we are now. And my base case, guys, for at least 2025 is going to be 194% if we can get this thing moving. Really worst case scenario would still be 115%, but once this thing breaks out, it's going to get explosive. What I expect to happen is that we go to this 100 price target here at 339, and then something like this would happen where maybe we stay in this channel, we kind of hit up there, and then this is not my polyline here. Maybe we come up here, hit this right here, and then drop down again, test your 100, and then continue higher. Obviously, that may take a little bit longer, and that may put us into 2026. But I do expect at least 100% out of AMD here. This 250 level is gotta come. I think we hit all-time highs this year for sure. And then looking out, this is more kind of projecting into 2026 and 2027. 194% that 339 level, and then moving all the way up 315% to that 479 level, which is totally possible. It sounds crazy looking, just thinking about it, but this is definitely a possibility. If you look back into recent history, this has happened before. It has moves where it moves 300% and it takes no time at all. So this is really bullish for the stock, and I expect AMD to continue moving higher with all of the AI growth and everything around it. Next, let's move into our next stock, which is going to be XYZ. And I don't think enough people have eyes on this stock. I do want to switch over to the weekly time frame here, where you can see this beautiful bull flag, and we are starting to break out of it on XYZ here, better known as block. It used to be under ticker symbol SQ, I believe, but it has changed recently. So flipping back to the monthly, you can see this chart has been absolutely destroyed, but this is kind of setting up for a perfect cup and handle, which you really like to see, especially at prices like this, which means that our move can be even more explosive out of here. But for our short-term year-end price targets, I have a price target at bare minimum up 92% to the $180 price target. But really what I expect to happen is kind of to move to this 2618 target at 241. I expect to fill this gap at the bare minimum up to 122% at $207. That is where I actually expect SQ to kind of end the year. And I think that if we can, kind of get to that price target if we can get to the 1618 by the end of summer, I think the 2618 will come by the end of the year. And that will be around 160% return. I really, really like that. And the stock has continued to grow as a business as well. Not only in the chart is it looking bullish, but the business itself is growing. And you're seeing growth all throughout it. But let's go ahead and switch over to our next stock, which is going to be MSTR. I know MSTR has been getting killed recently, but it's starting to look like it's turning around. You're kind of still in this wedge, so maybe we do get one more fake out before continuing higher, which I would really like to see. But I do have a catalyst for this stock that is coming up in the coming days, and a reason why I think this stock could get explosive once again, and this could happen very soon. Yesterday, Tesla revealed earnings. In their earnings, they had 9,000 Bitcoin, where they registered basically a $600 million gain, right? $600 million gain doesn't sound like a lot. For 9,000 Bitcoin, that's pretty good though. And then you think about MSTR, who has 450,000 Bitcoin and can register over an $18 billion gain. I don't think you guys understand what that could mean for a company like this. And then especially with Bitcoin setup, next quarter could be even better, and the quarter after could be even better. And then the future is just going to look insanely bullish for this stock. So I'd like to kind of look at this from a bullish point of view. I could have a bias here, but that is just me. I like this kind of parallel that we're setting up. I'll go ahead and change that to white for you guys. But I do like this setup where maybe we're coming down here and then we're going to explode up next. Maybe earnings takes us out of this wedge and then starts that move. That is kind of what I'm heading towards. But let's switch over to the weekly, and I'll show you guys these price targets because they get pretty insane. And once again, before I show you guys these price targets, I am not joking. This is 100% technical analysis, and this is where I expect MSTR to be by the end of the year. Currently, we're at $340, but if I can zoom out here, I will show you guys my price targets at the 1618 of $997, up 195%. That is pretty nuts, guys. $662 increase per share. Which would be really, really great for my account, and then of course all of our premium members and anybody watching this video who may be holding MSTR. And then I think a exaggerated price target here would be a 324% gain at that $1,400 level, but that is 100% possible. When you see a company making $18 billion a year on an asset like that, other companies are going to start to jump in. Meta, Microsoft, Google, etc. Stuff like that will start to happen, and then there will be that stockpile. Maybe a strategic reserve comes. All of that is bullish news. There is so much bullish news around Bitcoin, and MicroStrategy is set up to benefit from all of that. So I like MicroStrategy to at least gain 194% this year, and with a bullish case at 325%. But that is MSTR. If you guys don't understand how it works, I strongly advise you to go research it. MSTR is probably going to see another 400-500% year like it did last year. I would not be surprised if these price targets get blown out of the water. We could see $997 by the end of February if Bitcoin can push up through, 150, 170K. We get that strategic reserve and it's over 200K. MSTR can easily see over $1,000 per share. But let's jump into our fourth stock here. Heading into our fifth, we will see the next two stocks will be our best gainers for the year. And next we have HIMS. Everyone knows HIMS. HIMS has been a great company for us, and we have been holding HIMS in the premium Discord for quite some time now. I have 275 shares of HIMS at an average price of $23.80, and currently we're at $33.96. So you can see that this stock has been absolutely great for us. And there is no sign of stopping anytime soon. We are in the 5th wave of this move, which is most likely going to take us up to this $46 price target up here. You guys can see this is pretty accurate to our first impulse move, and now we're going to go up higher. I do expect continuation. Maybe we hop above this channel as it is the 5th move, so this is kind of the last hurrah for now until there is a correction. But we can obviously see that this stock is set up to run with this beautiful breakout, and it has done nothing but follow this breakout right here. HIMS is looking to push all-time highs right now, but going out to the monthly, you can see it is set up beautifully from this cup and handle that we saw start to break out last year, and this has just been an absolutely explosive stock since then. But taking a look at our price targets, guys, I did not draw out, so I'm gonna have to do that now. I can show you guys kind of what I do. I normally go with the retracement first, draw that from a high to a low, and then go ahead and take your extension, draw that from a low to a high to a low right here, all the way back down. We'll go ahead and change the extension to orange here, and then we'll change the retracement to teal. All right, so you guys can see our price targets here, and you can see how well they line up with a lot of our ideas. You can see at the 1618, we have our first idea of, maybe breaking out, dropping down, and then continuing higher to our 1618. There's 2 possibilities. You kind of get a double top for a second at all-time highs, which is a very common thing to happen. So if that does happen, do not be scared. Or another thing that can happen is we can pop up above it and kind of see this 618, and then maybe, get above it like this, and then continue higher to our extension on the other side at the 100, at the 46 or 45.63 price target, maybe something like this, and then continue up throughout the channel. We could also see our 1618 on the retracement, where we continue up to this 1618, maybe hop above it, and then get up to our 2618, which is kind of going to be my end of the year target. I do find that retracement does work better for HIMS. It does kind of differ stock to stock, but drawing out our extension or our price range here, you can see from right here, our base case is still going to be another 24%. You have to understand HIMS has already been up 55%, and I assume a lot of you guys watching are from the Discord where you guys already own a lot of HIMS. We were buying HIMS back in the low to mid teens, and then we brought our price or our average price up to around the 20s because I personally think that it's totally acceptable when you expect a stock to gain like this. We're already up around 50% on this stock, and then we can see another 57% to the highs. Everyone should have a good amount of shares here. So this stock can really boost a lot of our accounts, and I know it has been doing wonders to mine. So I expect this $57 or 57% price target at the minimum at this 53.40 range. I expect that to happen. I expect to get up to that $46 price range by around summer, maybe mid to late summer. And then our exaggerated price target here is going to be up 89% to the 3618 at 64.58. That would be a little bit of a stretch. I think we may be pushing overvalued there, but I like HIMS long term here, and I think this company has an insane room to grow. I have some notes over here talking about HIMS growing their revenue 77% year over year increase, and then last quarter they beat EPS by 700% and then raised their guidance. I don't know if you guys understand how insane that is to beat by 700%. We call it bullish when a stock beats by 5% or really at all, and then you have a stock beat by 700%, and then on top of that raise guidance saying next quarter we're going to do even better than the 700% beat that you just saw us have. That is going to be really, really great for HIMS, and I expect them to benefit well from that. But jumping into our final stock of the day, this is going to be our highest percent return, and I don't think enough people know about this name. I was just introduced to this name at the end of December of 2024, so I haven't even been holding for that long, and I'm already up 20%. Jumping into this stock, it is going to be Oscar Health. Not a lot of people know about this name, but I'm going to quickly tell you guys why everyone should be holding this stock. We're going to quickly go over to the monthly because this is kind of a long chart, and you can see that by the price targets. We're just going to jump right into this. You have a beautiful cup and handle right here, and then a falling wedge that you're breaking out of. Switching back to the weekly, you can see you got double topped, which is totally fine. This really is not that bearish, guys. I know people think that the world is going to end when something like that happens, but it really is not that big of a deal, especially when you're coming back out of it like this. You can see Oscar has seen a 20% jump just in recent, 34% jump just in the recent weeks. And I expect this to continue. Once we get over this 70.50 range, I'll draw it up a little bit right here, this $17.50 range, I really expect Oscar to take off. And from there, we can see our price targets get pretty crazy, guys. Over the next couple months into the coming year, I expect Oscar to be at a price target of the minimum at $34, which is a 100% return from where we are today. A lot of our Discord premium members have been holding since back in the 14s. I have an average price of $14.58 and I have 250 shares. I do plan to keep adding more under $30. So I think that stock is a buy for quite some time now. And we will see a 100% return at that base case of $34.70. And then we'll see a 178% return at my estimated target at $48.10. Obviously, this is a stretch, but it is a financial demon. They are growing all over the place. And then this chart is set up. Technical analysis works day in and day out. That is what most people make a living off of. Yes, you can just buy Nvidia and let it sit and you will do great. But I believe in moving my money around like this, and this is my stock of choice. This is what I'm going with. Their chart is set up to perform the best and outperform almost any other stock I've seen on the market coming up in 2025. And then our bullish case for this stock is going to leave us up 305% at that $70 price range for the 2618. I genuinely think when you have a cup and handle like this, you can see a breakout come and it will get insane. People are going to start FOMOing into the stock very, very soon. I expect that to happen after our first price target of 2641 coming before summer. But going ahead and switching back, I want you guys to look at HIMS here. Look at what HIMS has done since this breakout, where we had this breakout right here. Let's see, 301%. Look at HIMS, 301% right now, and we're expecting it to continue higher. Looking at Oscar here, your price target is at 305%. So once we're at that $70 price range at the end of, maybe the summer or the year, we can even go farther where I have to extend this here, where we can put our 3618 here and even expect a 91.48 price target, up 431%, which would really align greatly with the way this stock is set up to run. I think that could happen in maybe mid-2026, where you see that $90 price target. Financials would obviously continue to have to grow. It wouldn't just have to be a short term, we have a good outlook for the next 2 years. It would probably have to continue on for the next 5-6 decade long years ahead. But I am super bullish on Oscar here. I think Oscar is going to be my best performing stock for 2025. And then I have MSTR really right behind that. And then I have HIMS really being my best equity in my stocks. So I expect the best, dollar return, maybe not best percentage return, but I know a lot of people have been holding that, and I am the most bullish, really the most confident in that stock to go up. It might not go up, 300% like AMD, MSTR, and Oscar, but 57% nonetheless is going to beat the market every year. So that is very bullish. And once again, guys, just to wrap up this video, we had HIMS, AMD, MSTR, XYZ or SQ, and Oscar. All of these stocks are buys now. I would continue to buy these stocks within the next $5 to $10 price range of where they were at today. And then Oscar is my exception. I would buy Oscar anytime below this 23.79 range, and I'm going to continue to do that. I'm looking to buy another 50 to 100 shares in the next coming weeks and months. But guys, that is going to be it from me. If you guys did enjoy this video, please like and comment down below what you guys want to see next. Drop a subscribe, and then make sure you guys turn on post notifications so you guys do not miss another video. We have a lot of earnings reports and other interesting videos coming out, so make sure you guys do not miss out on that. And then lastly, we have our Discord link down below. You guys can click and join our free Discord, and then also check out our premium Discord. Maybe it suits what you guys are looking for. I know it has a lot of other investors in our premium. But that is really going to be it from me, guys. That was my top 5 stocks for 2025. And let me know what you guys think down in the comments below.